Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay, good evening, everybody. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಇಂದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಶೋಧ ಯೋಜನೆಯ 108ನೇ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಕುಮಾರಿ ರವರು ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾತ್ಮಕ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ನೀಡಲಿದ್ದು ಅವರನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಲೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Yes, sir.
And I also welcome to today's joining students, participants, and my colleagues, teachers, and lecturers. I also welcome to all the participants. ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಲೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hope I'm audible to everyone. Good evening, all of you. Yes, thank you, Shashank, okay, for the reply, because always we feel very happy when some student replies yes or no to a question which is asked by the student. Okay, very happy evening to all of you. This particular series started by the science department here, especially looking at success of students. Okay, so it is called something roadmap to excellence, to achieve, okay, to achieve something. That's where this particular session I also planned in such a way that at the end of the session you should be able to have some ideas, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ideas ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ there will be an easy way to reach especially success in terms of competitive exams. Okay, so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ only keeping in mind the competitive exams ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರೋ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, because over the entire year you have had multiple sessions of all the subjects. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you are nearing to the competitive exams. Already one part of competitive exam, that is JEE mains, is done, and we are awaiting for KCET the month of April, and finally you will be writing the NEET, those who are aspiring to become doctors, alva. So keeping that one in a mind, like I have designed this in such a way that yes, roadmap to success antane kotbitidini. Okay, so definitely it is like yes, it is like you will be having some ways to take you to the success in the competitive exams. My as I'm mainly dealing with the NEET, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ NEET aspects na ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, but as you are aware of, any competitive exam the preparation is same, only the pattern of exams are different. Okay, so that is the only difference you have. That's where we will look into these aspects. Okay, yes. So if I take up here, sir, yes, I could able to. Yes. So chemistry, mainly we are dealing with the chemistry here, right? I am a chemistry teacher myself. And I feel if you want to become like successful, irrespective of whatever the field you are looking at, right? When I want to become successful, maybe when I wanted to become a successful teacher, even if I am not, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು successful teacher, but when I wanted to become a successful teacher ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, I had only one thought in my mind that I should focus upon what I am doing. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, KCET ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಏನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂತದ್ದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲ್ಸದ ಕಡೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಗಮನ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಫೋಕಸ್. ಓಕೆ, I should be very much focused towards what I am aiming at. ನಂದು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ I should be focused for that day and night. My only like thought process should be, yes, if I do this, I will be able to reach. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. The focus should be very much. That's where I have taken as a fun part here. In chemistry, we talk about like focus anta bandaga. Definitely we have 118 elements. You have seen, even you might have wished your teachers on the day of Teachers' Day by using all the elements in the periodic table, right? So we will get for every like wish or the terms we wanted to make from the periodic table, 118 elements are there. We can make beautiful words out of it. So here is the word that is focus, you can see, okay, for achieving your success, which is very, very, very important. Okay, so let us just look into what are the elements present. ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇದ್ದಂತದ್ದೇ ಫ್ಲೂರಿನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ is there, copper is there, and sulfur is there. All these four elements are very, very essential for us. Fluorine na tagondre, if I ask you in the beginning, the very first question, what is the speciality about the fluorine that you know anta kelidre, what is the answer you are going to give me? Can anybody? What do you know about the fluorine? Fluorine is known for what? Yes, I'm expecting an answer because you know fluorine is known for what? Isn't it the most electronegative element? Yes. Okay. So that is the most electronegative element which you have studied in your very first year in the periodic table, right? Such simple question is also been asked for the competitive exam. Okay. And I know, and you know, the fluorine is the most reactive. Most of the reactions when we carry out with the fluorine, we have observed that the reactions are explosive. They react violently and tantivi. Okay. So such an element is there. And oxygen, without that we can't survive. We know that with how much essential is oxygen for us and all, right? So keeping those two elements, if I say how like these elements play importance, yes, in our day-to-day life, the focus term is very, very important for the success. Okay, so with this note, we'll see how chemistry we have to work for achieving something in the competitive exam. ಈಗ chemistry ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if I take your competitive exam like KCET, maybe the first year chemistry may not be given as importance as second year. So you know the ratio of first year to second year goes in 25-75 ratio. Okay. But when I talk in terms of like NEET, okay, NEET exam irbodu, athwa if I take JEE, what you take, okay. So these exams, we have 50-50 percentage of weightage for first year and second year, okay. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, put together you will be having huge number of chapters to learn for the competitive exams. ಸೊ ಒಂದ್ ದಿನ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ how best we can divide this entire portion into different parts and club some of the chapters and make our journey easy. Okay, so you all know in chemistry we basically study three parts. Nimgeಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, there is a organic chemistry, right? And there is a inorganic chemistry and physical chemistry. So if you take your all chapters of first year and second year, you can group into these three parts. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ you know the working logic for a organic chemistry is something different than what is expected for the physical chemistry. Okay, so competitive exams allo hage we need some approach which is special for organic and something different for physical. Physical working may be very similar to your physics approach. Okay, inorganic anta bandaga adu neither it is a completely logical based nor numerical based, ಒಂದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, how I can deal with that inorganic chemistry ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದ್ರೆ the preparation becomes very, very easy. Okay, you believe it or not, within remaining whatever the days you have in your hands, if you count, okay, even you can achieve the success. Okay, that's what idea is here. Now, this is a small attempt I have done to keep you aware of what you study in first year and what you study in second year. Today I may deal with one part of chemistry that is basically here organic. Okay, ನೋಡೋಣ as simple as possible ಯಾವುದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So all that we will see in parts. Similarly, we can have the rest of the part also. ಈಗ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ there is a general organic chemistry in the first year. Only 2 chapters are there, but those 2 chapters are the most important chapters. Okay, that's why we call it as GOC in short. ಇದನ್ನ GOC ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. In your book you may have the different heading, general principles and techniques of organic chemistry ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, but it's purely a general organic chemistry. Okay, basics. Then you have in the first year one more important chapter, that is hydrocarbons. Okay, where you study about the alkanes, alkenes, alkynes and aromatic compounds. Okay, then coming to the second year, you have 50% of your NCERT part 2 nallirodella organic chemistry, haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohols, phenols and ethers, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, amines barutte, biomolecules barutte. Okay, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 chapter I have kept it in red because you know that these chapters have been deleted from your board exam ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ exam ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ 2 chapter. So we can keep it aside now. No worries about these 2 chapters. ಹಾಗಂತ ನೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ they have included something called practical chemistry ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೊಸದೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. Whatever you do in the lab, maybe organic practicals ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಸಲ್ಲ, ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಎಸ್, ಈವನ್ ವೈವಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಶಶಾಂಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೈವಾ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಬಟ್ ವೈವಾ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೈವಾ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಸಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಕೇರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರೋದು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್, ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೇಗ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಓದಿರ್ತಿರೋ ಅದೇ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ವೈವಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಕಲಿಯೋದೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? 2+ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5, 7 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ 50 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಏನ್ ನೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ 50 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್. 50 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಫ್ಲಿ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 16 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. 16, 15, ಈಗ 14 ಇಂದ 16 ರೇಂಜ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್, ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ 33% ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಗಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿವಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ವೈಟೇಜ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ತೀರಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಸಪರೇಟ್, ಇದು ಸಪರೇಟ್, ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಓದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಆಗ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಹೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ 7 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಫೇವ್ರೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರೋರಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರ. ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅದ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So adu slightly reaction ginta deviate agutte, but allunu when you do the structural analysis of carbohydrate and all, we will use the pure organic chemistry only. Okay. ಎಸ್, ಈಗ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಹವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ನಾಮಿನಿಕ್ಲೇಚರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಈಸಿ, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅವು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಆಗಿರೋ ಜೆಇ ಮೇನ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇನ್ಸ್, ತುಂಬಾ questions, many questions were asked from the nomenclature part. Okay, because nomenclature, if I know, there are many ways I can deal with certain questions. So hagagi IUPAC nomenclature agirli, some of the common names of the compound agirli, isomerism, okay, and electron displacement effect. That's why I have kept those points in bold, you can see, right? Yakandre they are very very important topics. Adra suttane there are many topics will be like linked. So those topics are the most important. Okay, then we have number of reactions to study. Kelidre at the end of the year people will say organic chemistry, how to remember so many reactions are there, and no doubt about that. Okay, but I have many reactions are getting repeated, and I know the basic classification of reactions in terms of substitution, elimination, okay, addition. I think in the first year sessions we have dealt all these things. Avella basics gottidre, and if I'm able to analyze the mechanism, we have taught you the mechanism also in few of the reactions, okay, then it becomes easy for you to solve any kind of MCQ given here. So I should know how the reaction takes place. Okay, when I see a substrate, when I see a reagent, ಹೇಗೆ attack ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, how it can get converted into product, all these like basic approaches I should know. Then ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ನನಗೆ ಆ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ when I see the options, I will be able to go through it. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. Next, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು observation what we have done is, there are number of named reactions, you know. Okay, they are named by their scientist who has invented. Like first year if I take, you have in the hydrocarbons preparation part alli, alkanes alli, you have a Wurtz reaction, Kolbe's electrolysis, right? And we have in the second year number of reactions like Wurtz fatigue reaction, right? And we have Etart's reaction, Canizaro's reaction. Like I can have a list of named reactions, Sandmeyer's reaction. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ named reactions are all very important. So you should have a list of named reactions for yourself. List of named reaction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, named reaction name followed by which substrate and which reagent, what condition, what product is formed. Adu that I should know, because see named reactions are the kind ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, they are named because that particular reaction has been invented by some scientist. You can't generalize those reactions. ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So I should know it. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ you should have a list for your reference in 1 or 2 sheets, all named reactions in written briefly. Okay, that is very very important in organic chemistry. Okay, ಆಮೇಲೆ there is one more part that is helping you a lot is list out reagents. Okay, specific conversions of functional group. If I want to name a particular reagent which you have continuously used is RMGX. Can anyone tell me what is this reagent named as? We write the general representation is RMGX. What is the name of this reagent? Yes, this is called interactive, like interactive session. Anybody can answer. RMGX, remember? Very good, Sanjana. It is a Grignard's reagent, right? Many reactions you have learned. Very good. Okay, Lakshmita also answered Grignard reagent. Yes. So this Grignard reagent, there are number of reactions with respect to Grignard reagent. Adella gothirbeku. Yes, Jairaj, you are also right. Grignard reagent. So this has some specific conversion, what it does, how it reacts with what functional group conversion will take place. Adella I should have a Grignard reagent related reaction list. Okay, now. Then we have a very good reducing agent like sodium borohydride, right? And if I name one more, lithium aluminum hydride, then one more reducing agent that is called dibal H. Hope you remember all these reagents. Recently, you might have written your preparatory exams, right? Second year, all these reducing agents you will learn, correct? So, yes, good. So, sodium borohydride, what this does? What is the specification? Okay. See, something which is specific with sodium borohydride, lithium aluminum hydride is specification iralla. So, lithium aluminum hydride is a very strong reducing agent. Okay, but sodium borohydride is not so. So there is a distinction between these two reagents. Hage, dibal H, what type of functional group it reduces? Okay, some specific conversions ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತದನ್ನ we have to have a list. So ನಿಮ್ದು almost 50% of your working with organic chemistry will get over when I do all these things. Understood? Yes. Next, studying reactions and understanding the logic behind them will assist to gain confidence in theoretical aspects. Like sometimes not only organic reactions, ನಿಮಗೆ organic reactions related ಒಂದಷ್ಟು direct questions ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So easy, ನನಗೆ questions ನೋಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. But sometimes they will ask some theory based questions. A reaction, what type of reaction? Which intermediate is formed? Which is most reactive? Which is least reactive? So all that conceptual questions madhya madhya barutte. A conceptual questions, if I want to answer, I should know what is the logic behind that reaction. Hegagutte, that's what I told here, mechanism. Okay, a mechanism ಹೇಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಬೇಡ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆದರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲೀವೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ SN1 ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, SN2 ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎವ್ರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾನು ಕಲ್ತಾಗ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದಟ್. Okay, how the reaction proceeds ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಆಗ you will have what? Any kind of theory questions, if they frame sentences also, you will be able to deal with it. Okay, this is another important point in organic chemistry solving. Okay, then ನಿಮ್ NCERT book ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀಗ ನಾವು NEET ಅಥವಾ any competitive exam, they won't deviate from NCERT. NCERT ನೇ base ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ they will frame the questions. In NCERT book, if you check, there are number of practice questions. They have given it as some example questions, correct? Then they have framed it as in-text questions. And then there are some exercise questions. If you open the exercise part of NCERT, there are number of interconversions. There are one functional group to another functional group. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಅದಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು crack the competitive exam. 100% sure all questions in your competitive exams you can do confidently if you solve these parts of NCERT. Okay? Yes, that's what play it smart ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ if I want to read these 7 chapters, I am sure if you want to read one chapter minimum you will take 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours slow again. Okay, 7 hours if I want to study, I will take somewhat around 10 hours. So I don't have that much time every day or the day before the exam. So that's where I told you should have all this. Again, named reaction on list, you have to stick somewhere, and some reagent specific reactions have to stick somewhere. Every day I should keep observing that, and then that will register in mind, so that when questions nodid kudle I'll be able to catch up. Okay. So there also, or I find everything difficult, I will give you one more idea. In a chapter, which concepts repeatedly questions have been asked. So if I work upon some important concept and on questions na madboda. Okay. Because when it comes to NEET, 50 questions I have to answer only 45, which gives me 180 marks. I want 180. Yes, I am happy if I take 180, no doubt. Out of tagondre ellarigu khushi agutte. ಆದ್ರೆ ಐ ನೋ ದ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ 1 lakh ಸೀಟ್ಸ್. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. 1 lakh ಆಡ್ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 25 lakhs ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೀಟ್. ಆಗ ಸೊ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್, ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 seat ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ 550 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 600 ರೀಚ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಅಂತ. So to achieve that, we gave always major contribution from the biology lectures ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇಂದ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಾನು ಒಂದು 120 ಇಂದ 140 ಅಥವಾ 150 ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 35 questions. 10 questions ನಂಗೆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ more weightage topics, which like I can decide based on previous year analysis, previous year question paper analysis. Okay, and NCERT nalle iruvanta questions solve ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್. Okay, what is the advantage of having so many reference books or some competitive exam books? Is only to practice. Okay, it's like a simple an athlete does. He wants to run a race, means you should know the running techniques. Okay, and then every day practice. It is the same way. So here also, first thing is you have to prefer your NCERT problems. Okay, NCERT examples, NCERT in-text questions, NCERT exercise. Adella madadmele, and there is a exemplar also in NCERT. One more separate book, supplement book they will give. There also you have some MCQs. Idella admele you can take up any competitive exam to just to practice some questions. Okay, ee reeti when you work, what happens? You have some stipulated time in which you can work effectively, so that I think whatever the series we are conducting now as a roadmap to excellence or the success, I think that will definitely benefit you. Okay, this is the idea about how to deal with the organic chemistry. Hope you have noted down few points. Okay, yes, going ahead, let us see here inorganic. So this inorganic part, if possible, I'll deal it in this series, or next sometime we will deal. Okay, now straight away I'll take you to the organic. I told how to deal with the organic today. Okay, now here I have some years and some of the questions which are asked from the general organic chemistry and the hydrocarbons to tell you about how the repetition occurs. Need not be always, but what is our observation is there are quite a few concepts are getting repeated. Maybe the way of questioning will be different, but ಅದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ PYQs, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬುಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್? ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ 2016 ಇದ್ದ ಪೇಪರ್ಗೂ ಇವಾಗಿನ ಪೇಪರಿಗೂ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಹೈ. Even if you sit in any corner of the nation and work with NCERT, you can crack competitive exam ಅನ್ನೋ ತರದೆ with the support of these kind of platforms which is given to you, okay, on a like daily basis with a lot of resource persons. If you can sit simply in your home and work with the NCERT with all these tips given by the teachers, I think you can do it. Okay, because the level of question paper has become easy, competition has been raised, so where it is not a difficult exam. See, the exam is difficult, you know, there is a lot of difference in the ranking will take place. When we have the same ranks, 100 people are taking, means you have to understand the difficulty level is less. That means it is doable. The NEET exam, what we consider, that is a doable exam. It is not something which is not doable. Okay, you can think of it. Now 16 types of organic reaction. Here question bandide, they have given some 4 organic reactions and asked you to identify whether it is a substitution, elimination, whether it is correctly represented or not. Okay, at the end of the second year you have all idea about this. Now it will not become a difficult one. Okay, then There is one more topic. What is this? Carbanion structure. What is this carbanion? We know it is an intermediate, right? We will just quickly go through it and some questions we will solve also. Okay. Then look at this topic, hybridization and geometry, which is a common topic which you deal in chemical bonding also. And if you look at here again, hybridization of carbon, hybridization here. At the same time, I'm just underlining few things. Okay. So we are observing here, there are quite a few times hybridization of carbon has been questioned in organic molecules. Okay. And it is a very easy question. You know how to identify the hybridization of a carbon. If it is single bond, sp3. Double bonded carbon is there, sp2. Triple bond, if you have sp hybridization, yes or no? So such easy questions they have asked in the NEET. Now, the next repetition you observe, carbanion, and I have carbocation, and I have again here a carbocation. Let me check in 2020 or 2022. No. Okay. So, these are the intermediates. You know, carbocation and carbanions are considered as what? Reaction intermediates. Their stability has been questioned. Their geometry has been questioned. Ella NCRT based. Nothing out of NCRT. Okay. Next thing is isomerism. You can see here. One of the isomerism that has been questioned in 2016 is tautomerism. Okay. Tautomerism. Next, you have isomerism related question they have asked recently in 2021, which was on metamerism. Okay. Isomerism has been asked. Next, if I take here, you have electrophile, which is a reagent, nucleophile and electrophiles attacking reagents. Fine. Then you see inductive effect. And when you want to talk about the stability of carbocation, you need the inductive effect or hyperconjugation. So electron displacement effect. Look at this. Questions from IUPAC nomenclature. Over the year 2021, we had IUPAC nomenclature. 2022, we had IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. And the here number of sigma bond, pi bond. Again, it is based on what? Knowledge of bonding, hybridization and bonding. Then the 2 years in 2022 and 2023 test for sulfur and nitrogen, last year question, okay? And limitations of Geldahl method in 2022 they have asked, okay? And here chromatography. But this year, this is NEET 2020, this year this chromatography, this Geldahls and test for nitrogen, they are considered under separate heading of practical chemistry also. So, Hagagi, definitely there will be a more weightage given to this topic. What is that? I can say this is nothing but qualitative and quantitative analysis. Hope you know this topic, right? Quantitative analysis. So, this topic will be given definitely some importance because it's a common part under chapter and the practicals. Okay, so that's where you have to take care of that. Fine. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ. Then nomenclature, ಈ ವರ್ಷದ JEE means if anybody of you have taken or you have some source to access that, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ you have lot of questions in all the shifts they have asked on IUPAC nomenclature, simple compounds, what is the correct naming or correct match, all that they have questioned. So roughly if I take, I have in the first chapter, IUPAC nomenclature, what you have learned. Second one, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ, if I take the first one, carbon ಇದು hybridization, okay, and number of sigma and pi bond ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಷ್ಟಿದೆ NCERT ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಯ್ತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಟಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. IUPAC nomenclature, lot of questions you have in your NCERT ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, and you should know the rules for it. Then isomerism, simple questions on isomerism ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Third topic. Fourth topic ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, organic reaction mechanism. Okay, reaction mechanism ಅಂದ್ರೆ fundamentals of organic reaction. Then electron displacement effect. Okay, electron displacement effect. Then after electron displacement effect ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, mechanism ಅಲ್ಲೇ substrate ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Then you have a reagent will come here. Nature of that, nature of substrate, intermediates ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ. So all that you can deal it. Okay. And then finally, the qualitative and quantitative analysis. So these are the only topics to be listed, and I should know the important points in that topic. Astagbitre, I think nothing else to worry about in the first chapter. And idella topics, so they are very much related to your second year concept learning also. Nimage gottide already. Okay. Second year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. Nomenclature is a common part you start with the beginning of the chapter. Okay. Yes. Coming to hydrocarbons, ಏನ್ important to observe ಮಾಡಿ. What is my analysis is, these are the number of questions asked also I am giving you. When it comes to hydrocarbon, ಈಗ questions ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they are interrelated. ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Sometimes it may be same concept repeated in haloalkanes, alcohols, aldehydes. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ interrelated ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸತಿ. But you can see number of questions asked from that chapter in every year. Acidic nature of alkynes, observe ಮಾಡಿ. There are 1 or 2 times here acidic nature of hydrocarbons ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And I think recently here also somewhere, no, these are the two. In the mains level also you had. Because alkynes anta bandaga, the one part of alkynes which is questioned most is acidic nature. Okay. Another part is alkynes ಗೆ addition reaction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, addition of water, hydration anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So if I take alkynes anta ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ mainly 2 topics ಇಲ್ಲಿ. One is acidic nature, you all know. Second is what? Hydration. See, this hydration of alkynes you learn in aldehydes also. Aldehydes preparation is done from what? Hydration of alkynes. So hagagi you can't leave this basic and study there. In the chapter NCERT they told you have learnt in class 11 anta avaru ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ NCERT ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ is understood that you know this. Okay. Second, if I take alkanes, if I take here, look at it. What are the topics that have been repeated in alkanes? Conformational isomerism. Can you see? Conformational isomerism. Conformational isomerism, allonsati kelidare. And then I think ethane conformations il kelidare, conformational isomerism matte. And then again, if I see recently, here also conformer of ethane matte kelidare. Okay. That shows that alkanes already 3 times they have asked. One time in 16, one time in 17. After that, once again in the 2021 kelidare. Andre that is a one topic which is most important. And that is conformers or conformational isomerism. Okay, due to CC bond rotation, you know that. Next in bandide alkanes, and if I take maybe alkanes ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 or 2 times the preparation ಯಾವ್ದದು, you can see here preparation of alkane. Generally preparation of alkane, ಇಲ್ಲಿ preparation of alkane ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ we have decarboxylation ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, decarboxylation. Okay, so preparation and Wurtz reaction ನೋಡಿ, Wurtz reaction. So alkanes ಅಲ್ಲಿ preparation ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ 2 important method. One is Wurtz named reaction ನೋಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೋಲ್ಬೇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಸೋಡಾ ಲೈಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Wurtz ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನೇಮ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಕೋಲ್ಬೇಸ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಡಿಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಸೋಡಾ ಲೈಮ್, sodium hydroxide with calcium oxide ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ನೋ 1 carbon less ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ NCERT ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್. Wurtz reaction ಯಾರಿಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ? I know the basic of Wurtz reaction. So it's easy if I know what is Wurtz reaction. ಯಾವ್ದೇ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, that's where I told list of named reactions should be there with you. How to have the sheet ready for your reference. Okay, next alkanes reactions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ Alkanes reactions repeat ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ halo alkanes ಅಲ್ಲಿ repeat ಆಗ್ತವೆ and further you will be having many chapters ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈ 3 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಓಕೆ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ why because every reaction of alkene repeats in second year. Hagagi, I can't say it is hydrocarbon, it is haloalkanes, or it can be aldehydes, it can be like alcohols. Every chapter has its own like relation with the alkenes. And alkenes, alkanes, alkynes, why I'm saying they are important much more. Okay, why I'm calling it as do not forget your basics only. This is one point because they are the compounds we get from the petroleum refining. So, hagagi majorly we depend on them for the synthesis of rest of the functional group. Okay. So, alkenes, if I note out here, electrophilic addition reactions, you can see in these years it is not there. Ozonolysis, look at it, guys. Ozonolysis, preparation of alkenes from alkynes, that is, you know, in alkenes preparation, alkynes, okay. So preparation, when I take alkynes, you know, one important named reaction. Who can name that? Alkynes I can convert into alkenes without converting further into alkanes. One poisoned catalyst we take. Anybody remember that? Lindlar's catalyst, anybody remember? Yes, you will use Lindlar's catalyst, right? So which help you to give you the alkene of your interest. Fine. Ad barate. Ozonolysis, if you see, ozonolysis there, ozonolysis here. Okay. So, and this ozonolysis second year allo repeat agutte. So, hagagi definitely ozonolysis becomes very, very important. Ozonolysis. Then addition of HX or H2O. HX gives you haloalkane, H2O gives you alcohol. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು electrophilic addition reaction. Okay, ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ important topics in alkenes along with the dehydrohalogenation also. Now coming to aromatic, ಏನ್ important aromatic ಅಲ್ಲಿ, aromatic hydrocarbons ಅಲ್ಲಿ, you see aromaticity one time, then question on aromaticity, see peroxide effect, addition, Kharash effect. Decarboxylation, here I forgot. See, decarboxylation here. Okay. Now coming to aromaticity twice. And recently in JEE means number of questions were asked on aromaticity. Okay. So basic Haeckel rule of aromaticity or Huckel rule anta karitare keloru. Haeckel rule of aromaticity tumba important ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. And then see electrophilic substitution reaction, Friedel-Crafts. Electrophilic substitution, that is nitration of benzene, okay, and electrophilic substitution matte illi kelidare, and again electrophilic substitution chlorination. See, on like you can see this is the most repeated concept. What is that? Electrophilic substitution reaction. Navanna substitution electrophilic aromatic anta karitivi. So why ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಯಾಕೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್, ಹಲೋ ಅರೀನ್ಸ್, ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್, then amines and ethers. Everywhere we learn the basic 5 electrophilic aromatic reactions. They are nothing but chlorination, nitration, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, and Friedel-Crafts acylation. So, these 5 topics in the electrophilic substitution that we repeat multiple times in second year also. That's why you can see number of reactions. Those reactions are repeated number of times in 16, second time also. And in the case of like we have 19 onwards, 19, then you have 22. Okay. So, electrophilic substitution reaction, that is for the benzene ring, has been most questioned in this particular chapter. Okay, so this now gave you some list. So if I know benzene, I should know why it is aromatic and what are the substitution reactions taking place with the benzene, and reactivity also how to predict. Okay, so that is important there. Alkynes, acidic nature, and preparation, I told alkynes to aldehyde, that is hydration process. Alkenes, preparation from alkynes, or dehydrohalogenation, that is elimination reaction, and then all addition reaction of HX, Markovnikov. How can I forget Markovnikov, right? Markovnikov product, anti-Markovnikov product, ಅದು important. Second year allo it has been repeated. Okay. Then alkanes and the bandaga, as I told you, conformational isomerism is the favorite of examiners, and Wurtz reaction and coal-based electrolysis followed by soda-lime process. These are the examiner's choice. Fine. Now you know the important topics in a particular chapter. Fine. So if you work with this, this is not pertaining to first year. I can say only name in terms of first year, but all concepts you have repeated in second year, except the qualitative, quantitative, but lab alli viva questions gaadru odirtira. Okay. Yes. So this is 2 chapters analysis I have given you for first year. Similarly, second year ella chapter tu itara we can do. Why I'm giving you this? Because this is how you minimize your like a mental stress. Illa nanu chapters count ಮಾಡಿ the number of pages if I count, somewhere I feel oh ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಓದೋದು ಅಂತ. So if I see I chapter ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, if I see only those points, I feel yeah there is very less to study, right? Similarly, if you do the previous year question paper analysis, ಇಲ್ಲಿ year wise ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ನ. So classification ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, simple CX bond enthalpy ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, substitution reactions ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, electrophilic again SEAR reaction ಎಷ್ಟು time repeat ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay. And elimination reaction ನೋಡಿ, haloalkanes and haloarenes ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 years it has been repeated. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಇಂದ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ 2022 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಈ ವರ್ಷ JEE ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಇಂದ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡೂಯಬಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಓಕೆ. ನೌ if I take alcohols, phenols, okay, if I take here which is the most question ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, see reaction of ether with HI ನೋಡಿದ್ರ repeatedly they will ask that, and it's a very simple reaction. ಇದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ one or the other way. ಒಂದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒನ್ ಈಥರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 topics in ethers which are the Williamson synthesis and reaction with HI, ಎರಡೇ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಓಕೆ. Which is important. ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು, if I'm aiming at 180, this may not make sense, but you are aiming at something which is doable for you. So these are like some like guidance which help you to excel. Okay. Acidic nature of phenol and preparation of phenol. See, preparation of phenol, the same cumin process. Nim board exam gu important idu cumin process alva. So that cumin process same reaction 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಜರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಡಿಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡಿಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ NCERT ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೊನಿಲ್, ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಬೋರೋಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ 2 ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಈ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತೂ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ RMGX ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಬೋರೋಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಅದೇ ತರ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, aldol condensation. You remember, right? 16, 17, 20, 22 different questions, but concept is same, right? And if I see another here, the concepts and multi-conceptual ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. You can see oxidation and reduction. ಯಾಕೆ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಇಂಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್, ಟಾಲಿನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್, ಫೇಲಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್, ಐಡೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಕ್ಲೆಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ that is also one other part. Another ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದು 2016, 17, 22 ಯಾವುದು, ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್. ನೆನಪಿದ್ಯಾ? ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ gives you imines. Hydroxylamine gives you oxime. 2,4-DNP. So that one chart is there, no? Different questions they will ask. So if you ask most important at the bandre, definitely aldehyde ketones carboxylic takes little more weightage. Salpa weightage jasti irutte. Questions will be more. So, but how can I say? Because all the concepts from hydrocarbons, they will end in aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Okay, so multi-conceptual finally end up here. That's where importance, little weightage is more for this particular chapter. Okay, then if I take rest here, yeah, ETAD reaction, named reaction, they will ask. And Cannizzaro reaction, definitely one time it has been asked in multi-conceptual. And HVZ reaction, we have in carboxylic acid, that also been asked 1 or 2 times. Okay. Then reaction with ammonia, matte illide, 2019 also it has been acid reaction to form imides, so adu repeat agide. So like this, named reactions anta hakidane. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ one individual question ಕೇಳಿರಲ್ಲ, they will take in terms of match the column, reagent, product ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So this is how some topics you can list for your like working smartly with a stipulated time. What I'm saying, stipulated time. You have very less time. You have to work efficiently so that you can succeed. Okay. Yes. Now, we will take up here. So I can't leave one topic and I can go to the another topic. So as I told, now we will work with some topics here. ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಹೇಗೆ relate ಮಾಡೋದು, how to condense some topics and make it in a one chart. Some glimpse I will give. You can practice the same thing for rest. Okay. Now, if I take the first chapter GOC, as I told, IUPAC nomenclature, every chapter has this. What is required to name an organic compound? We have certain rules. Hope you remember that. First thing I should know, what is the priority list for what? Functional group. Yes or no? You agree with me, students? Priority list should we know? Yes. Do you remember what is the order of priority list? If I ask now, which is the most prior functional group? Anybody? OH, you are wrong, Shashank. Sorry. Not alcohol. Anybody else want to try? COOH, Sanjana, you are right. Okay. Carboxylic acid is the top priority functional group. After that, it is acid only, which is that sulfonic acid. After that, see, these are the acids, top. And this is carboxylic acid. C comes first. Okay, I'll teach you some like tricks so that you can remember. So acids first. Acids, you know what they are meant for. Acids, they are bit corrosive. Okay, we'll keep that. So acids first. Okay. After that, you have all derivatives of acids. Derivatives of acid. Which are they? First one is ester. More hydrogen, more oxygen, more priority. Which is this ester. And after that, acid chloride, chlorine come first. Then amide. Hope you know the names of the functional group. Ester, acid halide, and amide. Okay, na? Ivella derivatives of acid. Then comes two of them. They are poisonous in nature. What are they? Cyanide and isocyanide. Okay, both will come, cyanides and isocyanides here. Then comes next is your aldehyde carbonyl group, aldehyde and keto. Okay, aldehyde first, A comes first, K comes next, keto. Okay, after aldehydes and ketones, alcohol will come. Fine. Then comes your alcohol. And finally comes your amine. Then your double bond. Then your triple bond. Okay. Double bond. Then comes your triple bond. So these are the main functional group. Then rest of them are substituents, nitro, halo and all. That is not important. Okay. They are not considered for priority. They are considered only for like alphabetical order when we have no choice of rest of the functional group. So you can remember it as acids, derivatives, okay? Then comes some poisonous here, compounds, followed by aldehyde ketones, reduces to alcohol. You know, acid reduces to aldehyde reduces to alcohol. Hope you remember, right? ನೆನ್ಪಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? COOH. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? You can convert into aldehyde. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? CHO. You can reduce that one into what? Alcohol, that is OH. So this is reduction process. Reverse is what? If I talk about reverse, oxidation, correct? No, you are increasing the oxygen content is oxidation. So acid, aldehyde, alcohol, this is amine. Okay. Carboxylic acid, sulfonic acid, then comes your acid derivatives. Ester first, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇರೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಅದ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಅಮೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Cyanide and isocyanide, poisonous ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So acid derives poisonous, reduces to aldehyde, further reduces to alcohol to amine ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. Then double bond, then triple bond. ಈ functional group priority ನಿಮಗೆ must ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can't do nomenclature of any organic compound. First thing, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಂತ್ರ ತರ ಕಲ್ತು ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. Okay. Yes. Next is we have isomerism ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, only glimpse, important glimpse I am giving. Isomerism. What are the isomerism here? One is structural, correct? Another one is stereo. Correct, guys? In structural, only main is what? We'll be having the main isomerism of structural is chain, correct? And then comes position. Then comes we have functional. Then comes meta, correct? These are the metamerism. So chain isomerism, one example if I take butane and isobutane. So there should be difference in the main chain. 1 minute, sir. Continue ಮಾಡೋದಾ sir? Can students hear me? You are able to hear me? Yes, okay. Then we will continue. There was a small disturbance in between. Okay. Yes, guys. So ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ನೀವೀಗ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಈಗ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಚೈನ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮೇನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಚೈನ್ ದರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ದರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. I'll take propan 1 on and propan 2 all. So I'm seeing the functional group position is different. Then functional bandaga, I have ethanol and I can write dimethyl ether. Alcohol and ethers are functional